Like, you ain't got no followers. Like, who you gonna market to? Like,
Right.
You're just gonna get all these brushes and do what?
Right.
I was like, damn.
Shot you down.
I was like, yo, he right.
Yeah, yeah.
I got my guy Sylus here, Mr. 26 King Wavy, and came way from
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you from?
Nah, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Word.
But
26.
the military, so when I joined the military, after Korea, my first duty station, it brought me to Fort Eustis.
Word.
Got out. My parents lived up here since I graduated '09, so been here ever since, man. Job opportunity is better than where I'm from. It's country. So
tell us a little bit about yourself, man, like your upbringing and stuff like that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm a military brat. I grew up in a decent household. I had a father and a mother in the household. My dad, though, he was special forces, so he deployed a lot. So he was there at the same time he wasn't, but he was there, though. And now me being grown as a man, I know he was out there providing. Yeah. So, yeah, we went to not Korea, but Germany.
Wow.
Stuttgart. So I was there from like 94 to 99. Came back to Fayetteville for a couple years, then went back to Germany to Würzburg. And then, I graduated from Southview High School. Quickly, soon after, shipped off to the military because my dad was like, bro, what you gonna do?
Right.
I don't know. Go to college. I tried to go to Fayetteville State. Grades wasn't good enough. I graduated with a 1.8.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was trash. You
sound like me.
I know. So, man, and doing what teens do, smoked a little weed, and
right.
Stuff wasn't going my way. But my dad like, yo, let's go down there to the duty station, the recruiting station, and he, I took the test like 2-3 times. I failed it. I kept failing, but it all worked out. I ended up doing 6 years. Wow. Got out, 100% disabled veteran. Now I work for the federal government.
Word.
Yeah, so. Man. And, I do the product thing now. So trying to create some generational wealth, something.
Word. So tell us a little bit, man, about like what made you come up with this? Because like I said, I see you all the time, since, day one, not day one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like seeing you producing and seeing you advertising. And I see one dude on TikTok all the time talking about your product. The dude that got the little derma stamp thing.
360.
Every day he's trying to get that hairline right, bro. And so tell us a little bit about like how you came up with this. Like what made you get into like the wave game?
All right, so this is a crazy story.
Yeah.
I didn't have the idea to create my own products.
Yeah.
What happened was back in about 2018 Christmas time frame, my brother and his family came up from Atlanta.
Wow.
And before I wanted to create a YouTube channel, I was unsure what to do. I knew I was really into my hair, so I wanted to do how-to videos.
Dope.
But having my own product never crossed my mind to do. It was just, I wanted to wake up, turn on the camera, do my video, wait about a week, get 1 million views, and I'm lit, I get the money rolling in. It didn't work out that way. My brother came up, so he was like, hey, man, why you keep posting videos of you brushing your hair? Don't nobody want to see you brush your hair. He like, you got like 100 followers on Instagram, and your videos, nobody's interacting with them. You're not getting no views. So what is you doing?
Yeah.
Little did he know he kind of hurt my spirit.
I made you turn up.
Yeah, I was like, dang, he right. So I started researching. I was like, well, let me at least try to come up with a product that sell.
Yeah.
At the time, I started seeing these wave brushes going around and stuff like that. And I was asking folks, I was like, yo, how did you start your business? How did you get your own brushes and stuff? Nobody wouldn't tell me, of course.
That's how I go.
So you got to research. So, I got like obsessed with, trying to find these brushes. So like 3 weeks, man, I'm up late at night just researching. And a good friend of mine, she was like, oh, you just go on Alibaba and get that. I like, for real? And she sent it and she helped me.
Wow.
Fast forward, I found the brushes, but I didn't have no logo. Of course, I went on Fiverr, got the logo and stuff like that. And then I needed some funds. I reached out to my pops, you know, because my pops always down to make money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I found these wave brushes, but I'm gonna need, you know, they cost like $1,500. I'm gonna need like $700.
Yeah.
You know, just give me half.
Started. Yeah.
You know, I can take care of the other half. He was like, all right, give me a few days. Man, a few days came and went. He was like, hey man, I thought about it. I know you're on your entrepreneur journey. Mind you, this is my 7th business. You know?
Yeah.
He said, I know you're on your entrepreneur tip, but I'm gonna have to pass, dude, because I don't see nobody. He said, how much you selling the brushes for?
Yeah.
I like $15. He said, $15. He like, why would I buy a $15 brush when I can go, you know, to the store and buy a $2 brush?
Right,
I like, you don't, I said, you don't understand, man, the bristles, I'm going down the whole line of a brush, because after doing the research, you know, finding the right wood, the right bristles, the right everything to, you know, to fill on your head and stuff. And he like, I feel you, but I'm gonna have to pass.
Wow.
So I'm like, man, let me backtrack. He also said, you know, and your brother said that you ain't got no view, because, you know, my dad, he ain't on social media. He like, you ain't got no followers. Like, who you gonna market to? Like, you're just gonna get all these brushes and do what?
Right.
I was like, damn.
Shot you down.
I was like, yo, he right. So fast forward, thank God for good credit. So I had good credit and I had a credit card.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, if I really believe in myself, I'm gonna utilize my credit card. You know, I can pay myself back. At the time I was getting decent money from my job. My wife was working. So, you know, however I did it up in my head, I was like, I can pay this back.
Right.
Regardless of whether these brushes sell or not. Fast forward, I got the brushes. This was my actual first design right here, man.
Wow.
That's what it looked like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the logo wasn't really the same.
Yeah.
I forgot what was different on the logo, but oh yeah. The logo that's actually on the box.
Yeah.
This part, the 2/6 King Wavy, was on the brush like this.
Wow.
But this how it looked.
Yeah.
And man, I got the brushes. I got 3 different bristles. I got a soft, a medium, and hard.
Right.
And I ordered them. Fast forward, this was back in November. I forgot I ordered the brushes.
Wow.
So January come around, I'm at work. My wife, she FaceTime me. She was like, hey, what's with all these boxes on our doorstep?
Right.
I'm like, what
Confused.
boxes? I don't know. She like, well, they got your name on them and they from China. I like, so I looked on the Ringer, on my phone, you know, the Ring app. You know, you can look at, you know, the doorbell ringer or whatever. So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
And I forgot, I like, oh, that's the brushes. She like brushes. She said, there's like 10, 15 boxes and these are all brushes. She hung up on me.
Hot.
Yeah, you know, we already in a townhome. It's small. I got 3 kids.
You spending money just to spend it.
Yeah, and I'm like, so you can only imagine what's going through my mind from my brother to my dad to my wife.
All just kind of just questioning.
Man, I was like, what am I doing? Right. Like, I got a low-key impulsive disorder, I guess, when it comes to certain stuff.
Same.
Like, when I'm on it,
Right.
and I'm just attacking it. And I come home. She brought all the boxes in the house and they were all on the 2nd level.
Right.
She like, you need to get this stuff out of here. I don't know where you're going to put it. We don't have no room. I don't understand what you're doing.
Right.
I was like, all right, I got you. So I popped open, you know, the brushes.
Yeah.
I set up a little display on the countertop, took a picture, put it on Facebook. And from there, from the time I posted, it was like 8 that night to about 11 p.m. Folks was like, yo, how do I order?
Right.
I ain't had no website. I like, you know, I got Cash App.
Yeah.
Luckily, they were friends and family, so they trust me. And they sent me the money. I made about $2,000 in 3 hours. So I already made my money back
Right.
and profit.
Wow.
The next day was like a Saturday. I was like, let me go around to the local beauty supply stores and the barbershops and see if I can wholesale the rest because I made my money back. Right. You know, I'm good now. Went around. I got turned down by only one store, one shop, and she said she would love to purchase some from me, but her shop isn't doing so well. Right. The Chinese lady, well, the Asian lady, my bad, because I don't know, I can't tell apart. So that's the Asian lady. She said, you know, try, you know, this store around the corner, which was in front of my housing complex. Right. I was like, dang, why I didn't think of that? So I went up to him, and he bought from me. Everybody started buying from me, and from there, my mom, she was like, why don't you bring on natural hair care products? I was like, I don't know how to make no natural hair care products. I don't know where to start or what to do. She said, I'll help you. You know, it sounds fun and exciting. She ended up coming up with the butter moisturizer. Wow. Just trial and error. Every day she was wasting a lot of money, you know, just trying to figure out the formula and stuff like that. And then, you know, from there it was lit. You know, I can go deep off into the story however you want me to go, but that's basically how I got started with the business.
It's crazy, man, that, you know, I kind of dealt with that same thing with people not seeing your vision or not understanding your purpose until you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, even like people that's closest to you that you'll tell them a great idea that you think, man, like this can be great, but they won't support you until it's cool to. Right. And seeing like where you are now, man, it motivates me because just like, man, like you can be like your dad, like you said, your dad, your brother that you see every day and you would think, man, I support them, but you know what I'm saying? Right. But when you actually like have an idea and you implement it and you succeed, it's just like, dang, bro. It's just like having that mentality of, hey, man, I remember when you started. Right. But then you look back on situations like that and you're like, man, I remember when you also didn't believe. Right. And man, that's wild, man. So what year did you kind of like start this?
This was, so like I said, that event between my brother and I happened in about, I think 2018. Yeah, no, or maybe it was 17. Yeah. 17 or 18, but for sure 19 is when I went live in January when I had the brushes and stuff like that. So yeah. He came down. I take that back. It wasn't Christmas. It was around Thanksgiving. Yeah. 2018, because I ended up getting the brushes quick, doing all that research and stuff like that. But you know what I noted, what I learned, you know, from this time of me trying to figure out my lane and you know what I want to do, that when God gives you a vision, it's only meant for you. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So you can withhold that vision so he can continue to download and feed you and help guide you. Right. You know, you don't have to tell the world your plan. Just put it in motion, man. And God gonna continue to open up doors. Some gonna close, but never give up. That's it. You know, like I said, I wasn't gonna let a no, you know, the lady who said, and she was the first stop. Let me circle back. When I threw them brushes in the trunk of my car, I went to the beauty supply store and she turned me down. Wow. So the first person I went to go meet, you know, to try and get these off, I got turned down. And I'm already a little nervous of, you know, speaking in public or to random strangers. So, you know, I was like, man, I gotta grab my cojones and, you know, get to it. I gotta get this money. If this, what I feel like God instilled in me to do in life, you know, I gotta overcome, you know, fear. Right. You know, fear is not of God. So like, what are you scared for? You know, so yeah, I just kept going. I got told no a lot. I got told, I don't see the vision for it, or I ain't trying to invest, but you got to just keep going, man.
You have to. You
got to make a way.
Because, I mean, I look at situations like, you know, like McDonald's. What if McDonald's would have stopped at McDonald's? That would be, or pretty much like, what if Burger King would have said, hey, you know, McDonald's doing burgers. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going to do burgers because McDonald's is doing burgers. And then so on and so on. Same thing with your products. This is like, it's a lot of people that do, you know, wave brushes and greases and stuff like that. But it's your consistency that over trumps their success.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you had the vision, but it was just like, man, you see it.
Yeah.
But if you would have just stopped at, oh man, they told me no, you would not have been here.
Right.
So that's major, man. Like that is completely major. So what's something that you would like tell somebody that might want to, you know, do the same thing that you do, but have the same situations that you had trying to start it?
Well, first of all, I know everybody belief is different from mine.
Absolutely.
God is a source of, you know, everything for me is my foundation. So praying, and after I pray, you know, I seek for confirmation. I don't get me wrong. When I say, you know, if God gives you a vision, you know, keep it to yourself. I got a good circle of people around me like you and other friends that are great speakers. Y'all, you know, pour into people. We pour into each other.
Yeah, facts.
So when you got those circle of people around you, you can tell your vision. And, you know, like I said, for you guys, y'all kind of confirmed a lot of stuff for me, and that enabled me to keep going and want to pursue. And like I said, like I told you before, it took me 7 businesses to get to here.
Get it right. Yeah.
I was a photographer. I was a videographer, graphic designer. I rapped.
Yeah.
My music's still out there on the YouTube, but I just kept going and I left it all there, you know, just to show the process. Yeah. You know, it's all about a process. So you might not get it right the first time, but hey man, it took me about 7 to 10 years to get here.
Right.
And don't always focus on the money. People so focus on, oh, I want the money. You need to work on building a solid brand, a foundation, work on, you know, creativity. Like, okay, this is pretty crappy.
Right.
But it's a start.
Progress.
It's a start. Every year I got better and better and wanted to, you know, I say I got premium hair care products. It need to look premium.
Right.
You know, people just so lazy and want to just slap a cheap label on something. I take time and detail on everything. Like the letters in here pop up, just it all matters.
Perception.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like when you come see my stuff and you have it in your hand, it feels premium and luxury.
Right.
And, you know, just continue to work on getting better. Yeah,
definitely. Because it's just like when you see like a construction building, you know, before it's built, you know, you got, you know, pretty much where you started. And people not going to see that it look good. They just going to see the outside of how it looks on the outside. Right. But as you build and as you progress, you come up to a product like this that people are like, dang, this is, you know, welcoming. This is cozy. This is nice. Right. And that's where, you know, your success really comes in, that when you finally find your lane and you find your purpose and you come up with, you know, a great idea, but it's just you looking at the building that doesn't look so good. Right. And you being like, okay, I know I got to build and I got to build and I got to build. But then when you actually get it built, you know, that's where you come up with greatness, man. Right. And that's a great, you know, story to, you know, make people want to be like, man, I want to support that. Right. And that's another thing too. So what I notice about now in the business world, people, like when you put your story out there, and what you've gone through, and also you show that you take time and pride in what you do, people, they don't really buy the product. They just investing in you. I mean, a lot of times they might need the product, but at the same time, pretty sure whatever you put out, they know it's going to be, man, he going to put his thought into it. He gonna put, you know, consistency and all this stuff, all of that in there. Right. So people kind of buy into you. So, you know, I got to ensure I'm gonna put stuff out there that I would buy. Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This, I don't know. I would support. If this my friend, I'm a support. But I'm like, bro, we're gonna have to work on. Yeah. But remembering where you started, though, that's the biggest thing. It's just like, man, when you can look back and see like, man, this is kind of where I started at. Yeah. And seeing how like the world progresses and stuff like that. Because I mean, you still kept the same kind of like with the face. Yeah. You know, so you always have a piece of where you started at, but you didn't completely like switch up like some people do. You know, they'll switch up and be like, oh, well, I want to be more corporate just so I can make it work.
Right.
But actually remembering like, man, this is still me and I don't have to waver just to get people to support me.
Right.
You know, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Most definitely.
That's dope. So what would you like, what's some of the stuff that people really like about your products? Like what's some of the feedback that you kind of get about it?
Honestly, so there's three things. The first one is the actual product itself, and that it do exactly what I say it's going to do.
Right.
They love the customer service. I'm very personal. My phone number is on all the products. So
yeah, that's personal.
Yeah, so a lot of people ain't doing that.
Yeah,
they're like, bro, I don't want no weirdos calling me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, I did have like a lot of kids, maybe 5, 10, 8, FaceTiming, and I just blocked, but they stopped.
Right.
They stopped. But now, you know, folks will call me. I'll talk to them on the phone. People don't even know they're talking to the owner. Sometimes they're like, hey, I seen this ad on Facebook. Yeah. You know, this Wavy King dude, you know, with the product, I'm trying to get some product. I like, hey, my name's Sylus. I'm the actual owner. Wow. So having that personal relationship with the customers, they love that.
Right.
You know, and lastly, you know, keeping them up to date on delivery.
Right.
I know we got a shipping time on there, but
you good?
I might be a little late. About to pass out. I might be a little late on something, but I'll send a text message, an email, or a phone call.
Just having that connection.
Yeah. Or if I'm out of something or I don't have the color, the right color do-rag, hey, bro, my bad, but I'm out of the do-rag that you order. You mind taking another color and you can pick another one for free.
Yeah.
You know, they love that.
Yeah,
so
communication.
I try to stick to those core three right there.
And communication is key, man, because it's just like you having that humble mentality to be like, hey, I don't care how much I make.
Yeah.
I don't care how many products I sell. It's the personal connection and communication of my customers that they can say, hey, man, like I talked to the owner of this.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't doing it.
Nah,
like,
they not.
You can't call nobody that make my L or, you know, like Can Too and be like, hey, like,
right,
I need this and the third.
Yeah.
You're going to get probably a robot.
Right,
you know
exactly. And, you know, my mom, she was pushing me to like get in the stores. She was like, you should go in the stores.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think the store's for me.
Right.
For one, you know, they're going to cut all into my profits and stuff. And as you could see, a lot of stuff that I sell, you can find it cheaper in the store.
Right.
But the difference is one has chemicals in it. That's why it's able to sit on the store for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And over the course of time, you know, you're going to damage your hair. But with my products, it's made on the spot. So when you order, it might take a little time because I don't have it just laying around. I got to make it.
Right.
Hand make it. I put all my family to work, from my wife to all 3 of my kids. Right. Everybody work in my household.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Creating that generational, man. Having something to pass down to your kids and wife is like huge, man, huge. But it's like with hair care products, you know, it's always going to be somebody out there that have hair.
Right.
Always somebody that, you know, I ain't got waves, but somebody that has waves or skincare and stuff like that. It's always going to be around.
Right.
Like, and I'm big on having a craft or a gift that nobody can take away from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody can come tell you, hey, Sylus, like, you know, bro, stop making do-rags.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Stop, you know, cut your dreads. I mean, cut your waves off. Nobody can take that away from you, you know, and that's a great, like, lane to be in. Yeah, it took you a little trial and error, but you might have failed, but you didn't fail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you still, you know, got through it, even with the no's, even with the, you know, the trials and tribulations, man. Yeah. Like, when people hear your story of, like, even close family and friends telling you, like, hey, bro, I don't believe in you.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's different.
Yeah, that hit different.
And remembering, like, man, like, I was once here, and now I have the personality and I have the platform to even talk to my customers on a personal level.
Right.
Like, that's major, bro. I don't know if you realize that, man.
So I don't realize because I'm still in the moment. Yeah. Like, a lot of my friends and people, like my friends send me pictures of people out and about with my do-rag on in Richmond. Another friend of mine, hey, my little nephew be watching you, and I told him I knew you and stuff like that. He'd be getting hype you know, with what you got going on and stuff like that. But just me staying focused, not letting stuff go to my head, and continue to do what I do and stay grounded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even enjoy or understand or comprehend what's going on. Just like when we met, you know, you always give me my flowers and stuff.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate you, you know, because for some reason it's hard for a lot of people to, you know, show love. You know, they want to wait till you dead and gone.
Yeah.
And I remember and want to put all this post. But luckily, I don't know, man, God been covering me. He been surrounding me with people just constantly pouring into me. And I appreciate it.
That's important, man. Like just keeping God at the head of everything that you do.
Yeah.
And that's the key that people miss. They feel like, oh, well, I'm successful, you know what I'm saying? But remembering that God can also take it away from you at any given time, just the way he gave it to you.
But ask Job.
You know, like, man, like that's major. So for you to stay grounded, even though like you're successful, you know, even though, you know, you had your trials and tribulation and your adversity, but staying grounded and always remembering, you know, like, man, I remember where I started, but I never forget how I started.
Right.
You know, man, that's major. That is major. So is these products like, are these for like women also, or is it like?
Yeah, so that's the thing, man. So I got majority of men buying from me. Now it's starting to balance out a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I tell people, these are natural hair care products. They're not wave products. These products cannot get you waves.
Right.
Only product that can get you waves on this desk is this brush.
And work.
You got a brush.
Yeah.
Brush and a do-rag. You know what I'm saying? But everything else is just regular smegular.
Yeah.
I initially, you know, my kids, you know, they suffer from dry hair and damaged hair.
Wow.
So just creating that product and keeping them in mind and keeping my hair health up to date. You know, people look at my hair and he mixed with something. Yeah. He's that, he's this. I like, you haven't seen my hair before. It was nappy, boy.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
it was horrible.
Yeah.
Only because I neglected to
take care of
give my hair the right stuff that it needs. Absolutely. A lot of people like is on this health journey and trying to be mindful of what they put into their body. You also got to be mindful of what you put on your body.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So these natural hair care products, your mama can use it, your grandma, a 5-year-old to a 50-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Man or woman can utilize these products.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. You don't find that because a lot of things are tailored to just, hey, man, this ain't unisex. This is just for men or this is just for women.
Right.
But to have something that, because there's a lot of female wavers out there, too.
Right.
There's a lot of female wavers more than they were.
Right.
Because, you know, women wasn't cutting their hair.
Right.
You know, but now you're starting to see that more than none. And like you said, like your products are everywhere, bro. Like I seen, I think Master P had your.
Yeah, Master P. Desi Banks.
Yeah.
Ha Davis. Funny Man Gatelin. I don't know if you watch battle rap, but Sue Surf, Goods. If you Hitman Holla versus Ill Will. Ill Will had on the black and white one like this. Everybody, like, it's everywhere. So to me, because I've been doing this for 5 years now, like I can really flex and put a vid together of all the celebrities or Instagram celebrity, whatever you want to call them, who has my products. It's regular to me because I know the product's dope. I know what I have is dope. And again, remaining humble and grounded.
Where that foundation started.
And I want more. Like I'm still not on a national level. Like, okay, yeah, underground, like the battle rap and stuff, but not everybody watch battle rap. Okay, Master P, not everybody listen to rap music. Desi Banks, not everybody's hip to him, but just, this ain't enough. More. I gotta continue to grind more I'm a household name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
That's true, man. Like, man, it's just, I seen him before. And I used to always think, like, when I seen him, I'm like, what in the world star hip hop is this?
Yeah.
But I never knew, like, you know, like when you reach out to me, I was like, man, this dude's humble.
Yeah.
But I always thought, I was like, man, this is from World Star Hip Hop, not knowing that was your product, man. So, like, how did you come up, like, with the whole, like,
design
layout, and the design of it?
Man, so coming on to social media, I needed a username. And I was like, man, I'm going to be King Wavy because I know my waves hitting. I got the best waves. But I was like, that's too regular. Like I'm pretty sure it's already a King Wavy, 100 King Wavies out there. Right. So the 2.6, I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. We call that the 2.6. You know, 26 comes from our county number. You know, if you look on the map, you know, we counting number 26. Right. So you'll hear your J. Coles, your Moray say 2.6, you know, to represent Fayetteville. Right. So I'm, you know, Fayettille King Wavy, you know, that's a distinct separation utilizing my hometown plus the name that I want. And then I met this one guy. He gave me some designs and he came up with this simple but basic design. But I loved it. I was like, you know, it ain't too much. Yeah. So at times I would do, you know, the whole logo or I'll just do the W and the crown. Right. But either way, you're going to know it's me because I've been branding, you know. That's a big thing when starting a business. Yeah. You know, don't focus on the money. Focus on getting your name out there. Facts. You know, brand recognition. Brand recognition. It's huge. You know what I'm saying? So the whole year, 2019 versus sitting behind a computer, you know. Waiting for it. Yeah, waiting for it. And mind you, I didn't tell you that when I read up on the brushes, I put it back out there on Facebook, nobody bought from me. Wow. I had to look at all the pictures and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Yeah. Everybody who held up and took a picture with my brush didn't have waves. Like they didn't need the product. They just wanted to support me. Right. So what I did was I said, now it's time for me to get out my comfort zone and find a target audience. So the whole year I was, you know, I got access to a military base. I was setting up at the PX, me and my wife, you know, selling to all the soldiers because they all got low cuts. Yeah, so I was like, man, this is easy. So started doing that, started looking up local pop-up shops and going to NSU. Their homecoming, sold a lot there. Went to Super Scent. She had an event in Charlotte. She brought up Rashida. We sold there and just networking, passing out the card and reinvesting everything that I make back into the business. Facts. That's it. So
putting that work in, man.
Got to put in that work. It said that it takes a business anywhere from 8 to 10 years for it to, you know, somebody to really see profit and for it to settle. So with that in mind, just enjoy the journey. It's fun, man. It's fun having something that was once in your brain and vision
get implemented and you see it
in reality. Yeah. So regardless of whether I make money or not, I have a true passion for this. I'm building connections. I'm building a community and I'm glad I'm able to motivate, you know, other people and to share my story with the world.
Facts. And that's fire, bro. So, like, man, I seen a video where you had, like, cut your hair completely off. Yeah, bro. It was, like, maybe, like, what, 3 months, 2 months ago or something?
Yeah, I think 4 months ago.
So, what made you, like, do that?
Honestly, content purposes. Facts. And also showing people how to utilize the product. Right. So, again, these are natural hair care products. So you would use a shampoo how you would use any other shampoo. Right. Just so happen when I do it, I use the brush in my wave pattern. Okay. And then I put a do-rag on and I rinse it out. Shaving my head was a good time for me to show the process from start to finish. Right. And what it'll look like, how long it's going to take. Because when you got a business and you own a product, you get frequently asked questions. How do I utilize the product? Which way? What are your brush angles? Right. How do you use the butter moisturizer? When do I put the pomade in? How long do I wear a do-rag? I'm like, man, that's a lot. Yeah. So now I just send the videos. I got a playlist on TikTok. From when I shave my head, I just categorize everything. Brush angles, everything. Watch the videos. Right. Shouldn't have any more questions after this. Not that I want to be rude, but it gets overwhelming. Right. Especially when you still got a day job. You got kids, you got a wife. Yeah. My son, he plays AAU basketball, so they always practicing. Yeah. So I'm busy. Yeah. So it's not that I don't want to answer the questions, you know, it's just like I need you to look at the video. Right. And you should not have any questions after you watch these videos. Absolutely. You know, but people, you know, we in the world of Insta. You know, everybody just want to Insta. Just tell me exactly and want to talk and walked through, I was gonna start charging like, yo, I'll meet with you 2 times a week.
Right.
Like if you
Give you a
really
whole
that
workshop.
Yeah. So but I don't want to. Like I don't want to charge for every little thing. Like I just want to give. And I've been giving. I've been giving you free game all the time. Now you want to take some time away from me and my family. I gotta charge a little something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
you worked for it, man. They gotta work for it.
Yeah.
You know? So what's like your end goal? Like what's something that you kind of said, okay, like I'm not going to stop here, but once I get here, like this is kind of where I want to be. Like what is your like end goal with like just your entrepreneurship, with your products, with your, you know, your success period? Like what's kind of like your like end goal?
So ultimately, man, I do not think I want to bring on no more products.
Right.
Having a product is cool if you got a low cost product. I mean, well, of course it all low cost, but as you continue to grow, you know, the more you got to sink into it. But just having one product is cool. When you bring on a lot of products, just staying in stock, it's a lot. It gets overwhelming. You run out of shampoo, you run out of conditioner, you run out of this, you run out of that. You don't know what color, you know, do-rag people want. Because at one point in time, it was hard to sell like my Kobe Bryant inspired do-rag, the purple with the gold crown.
Yeah.
And then I would damn near giving it away. And people like, oh, no, we want this. And why is it sold out? It just, when people come on the site, they're overwhelmed.
Right.
So when people ask, well, do you got anything for dreads? You got anything for a beard? You got anything for this?
Yeah.
I be like, nah, I focus on what's selling. And ultimately, the end goal for me is to, I don't know, I do believe I might want to sell it, you know, sell the whole business, but I don't want it to go in stores. I don't want it to lose its integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I want to help other brands build. I just want to be hired not as a consultant. I don't too much like consultants because I don't want to be told how to do it. I want you to get in here with me and help me do it. And I want to do that for people. So if you got a business, you want to start a product or whatever, I'm in that water with you.
Right.
And you just paying me.
Right.
And I don't have to deal with no product. I ain't got to worry about no shipping, no lost product, no, you know, bookkeeping on all what I spent on material.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, this is good for tax purposes because I funnel my whole life through my business. Everything is a write-off. That truck you see me pull up in, that's in my business name.
Smart.
Yeah, everything is in my business name.
Yeah.
You know, I'm advertising.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, especially like people like us, you know, African Americans. We don't know the longevity of like tax write-offs and stocks and stuff like that.
You know, financial literacy is not what's brought up. We don't talk about
because we're not taught that.
Yeah.
You know, they teach us the black and white history and stuff like that. But actually, like having that, you know, that gift to like know, like, oh, I can buy this and write it off. We don't know about that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know about that. Like, I don't think nobody in school was telling me like, hey, you know, you can write that off.
Right,
when you get
exactly.
over
Nah,
21.
you know why? Because going through school, you know, you taught to be a slave, a worker. They getting you ready for the workforce. Yeah. You know, only thing we taught growing up is like, go to school, get a good education, get a job. Get a job. Why would I? Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with going to college. I went to college, but the military paid for it, so I didn't come out of pocket. But, you know, going to college, you're getting yourself in debt.
Right.
You know, Lord forbid, hopefully your parents didn't jack up your credit growing up, utilizing your credit.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with student loans and all this stuff. Like you ain't gonna I ain't gonna say never buy a house, but it's gonna be harder for you to get a home.
Yeah.
That much harder now with all this debt. You know, so yeah, that's what I plan on teaching as well. You know, financial literacy, you know, starting a business. Like that always been in my heart, my mind, and my soul to do for people because folks not knowing, you know, they keep us bonded and keep us, you know, repeating cycles. You know, you growing up going through all this and then your child looking at this and then it's just repeating a cycle. And we gotta do something about that.
Yeah, you're right, man. Because a lot of people, you know, a lot of kids now ain't like kids when we were growing up. You know what I'm saying? gang banging. They don't have, you know, an outlet like, you know, to know like, okay, I can do this and still be cool.
Right.
You know, a lot of people ain't, you know, doing this right here. You know, they out shooting people up, fighting.
Yeah. Glorifying all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Rap tearing this up right now.
Right.
Man.
Facts, man. So like, so do you dabble in other things besides like your products? Like,
yeah, so like you spoke about the stocks and crypto. So I manage about 10 people's stock portfolios and stuff like that. I mainly keep it family because everybody know me. You know, trust is a big thing for me versus, and I explain to them, I talk to them the process, and they're like, bro, you good. Like, I trust you or whatever. And that's a big thing for me. When you say you trust me, like I hold on them words and I try to do everything in my power to do what I say I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it right now. But yeah.
Like you're driven, you know, you succeeded, you know, you got into a place of, not gonna say comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
You comfortable.
I'm a little comfortable.
A little bit.
You know, the last time I got comfortable was I was feeling myself, and this when I had to humble myself.
Yeah.
I think I end up getting up to I made like 190K. And I was making 10 bands a month.
Yeah.
10 to 15 bands a month.
Wow.
Without even advertising or doing anything. I like, this easy money.
Right.
It's time to move on to something else. And, you know, I tried to low key the small flex thing, but God like, hey, bro.
Humbled you. Yeah.
Man, that jump went from 190 to like 100K. And I like, all right, let me stop playing. Let me get back right. But hey, man, I'm cool with that. Like, I like being reset, or whether, you know, God do it or a friend do it, like, hey, bro, you know.
Back down to earth.
Yeah. Like you right. I can take constructive criticism. So you tell something about me, I'm not going to be like, oh, bro, you just hating, you this. Like, nah. Me, I look for personal growth each and every day.
Right. You have to.
So I look for it through people, through the word I read each and every morning. Like, whatever. I'm looking to grow and be better.
Yeah. That's big, man, because it's just like, man, like being humble. Sometimes that's what we need.
Yeah.
Because you can go as high as, you know, like you can have a lot of followers, man, but it's always somebody that's below you that can surpass you.
Yeah.
So always remembering like, okay, I know I'm here, but I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to remain grounded.
Right.
And remember, like at any time, God can either take it away or somebody can surpass me and do better than me.
Right.
But always remembering, like, okay, cool. I know where I am, but I also know where I can go back to.
Right. Right.
You know, man, that's a great mentality to have, man.
Yep.
That's a great mentality to have, man. So you Mr. 2-6 King Wavy, bro. We got to get a wave check, bro.
Oh, wave check?
We got
so. No, I'm good. It's my, you know, I ain't getting no cut.
Oh,
so
man.
My edge up and my taper is a little jacked.
We got to get one, man.
It's all good.
I see it on social media.
Yeah, got to see it live and direct in your face. The silky hair.
Absolutely. Good gracious. What the?
Yeah.
Good gosh almighty.
Yeah, so there's some light. I still need a taper, so don't do me too long.
Like, how long? So what do you call, like, let me see again. What? Well, I feel sick in the mouth. Good gracious. So what? I know it's like different patterns to like waves. What pattern is that? Like,
so to be honest, I don't know. So, you know, they got 540, 360 hybrid.
Yeah.
I brush my back straight with a slight slant.
Right.
If your waves slant any type of way, it goes from a 360 to a 540. Now, a 720 is when your waves just go like that all the way around this way. So, I don't know. I got like a 540 mixed with a 360 hybrid type thing going. It's the 2-6 King Wavy style, so, you know. It's what I teach right here.
Man,
so
it's crazy, bro, because like I see waves all the time online, but like
in person.
Wild.
Yeah, hard work, man. I be in that mirror. Like I tell my son, when we be talking about, you know, him working on his basketball game, I say, you know, it's a kid out there right now dribbling. I said, for me, I want to be the king of waves. You see me every time you talk to me, Dad, I'm in the mirror. Yeah. Got my iPad set up, watching some YouTube videos, brushing. It ain't nothing to do around the crib, boy. I might go knock out some push-ups, pull-ups, but it's nothing to do around the crib but brush. Wow, bro. So, yeah, I take it serious.
Crazy. Like, how long did it take you to, like, obtain that level of, like...
So, as you can see, I put the process out there. Maybe, I want to say about 4 months, about around this.
That is wild, man.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your routine? Like, what do you do, like, in the morning before you go to bed? Like,
so not really in the morning, because of course I wake up in the morning with my do-rag on. So the peel back is like this. Yeah. I might take a brush to brush this down, my hairline, but for the most part, I do not brush my head. Right. I just go. Now, right now, with me not having a hair, an edge up or a cut, right. If I leave the house, I put a do-rag on. Mm-hmm. But when I'm at home, I take it off to let my hair breathe. I take my lunch break, so around noon, I'm in the mirror with my brush. Going in. Just going in, throwing my little show, and I'm just brushing in the mirror. Wow. That's it, hitting my angles. And then before I go to bed.
How many compliments do you get a day?
A lot. So when I'm out and my cut fresh, and I done got a haircut, an edge up, so I get a lot of folks who compliment me. When I was at my job, a lot of the old heads, they were like, "Dang, them suckers! Like, how'd you even do that?" Because because back in the day, like when I first came on the scene, right, just having waves, I thought, "Hey, you good?" Right, the waves is in there, right? Like it is back in the day. You just brush, take it off, right? But the kids now, they got to be perfect. Yeah, like everything got to be perfect and flow in the crown. Yeah, like so. Initially, they weren't looking like this. Mm-hmm. You had to put in comb work, brush work, everything. And just now they take it more serious than what it was back then. You can't just brush a little bit, put your do-rag on, be like, "Yeah, I'm spinning too." They're like, "Nah, that ain't spinning." Right. Your waves are crashing. Yeah. And they shouldn't look like that. They should be as perfect as possible. Yeah.
So have you ever been to I know back in the day, they used to have to do wave checks. Yeah. So like that. Did you ever go to those?
No. Only because I was focused on working on my brain. Really and I wasn't really brushing how I was now. Mm-hmm. Like I wasn't that serious about my waves until, some folks were saying, "Yeah, you got 5 forks or you got 10 forks." I was like, "What the heck is a fork?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. But a fork is when your waves crash. They collide, they stack. That doesn't look good. Right. So the better your waves look, the more people are prone to listen to you when you try to give them advice on getting waves or if you got a product. Right. They're like, "Oh, if it does that for his head, it's going to do it for me." But what they want to focus on about the product is the hair health. Mm. Because like I said, the brush gets you waves. So you can get it without the product. Right. You can go to the store, get a $2 brush and get waves. What you want to look at though is my hair health. How shiny it is, how silky it looks, how healthy it looks, so.
Man,
it's a whole science. So like I said, if you would have told me back in high school, the kid who made a 1.8, graduated with a 1.8, that you're going to be selling hair care products and that's what you're going to prosper in, I'd be like, nah, tripping. I'm be a rapper, because at the time I was a rapper, but nah, man.
It's a blessing, man. Yeah. To see where you came from to where you are now, and you killing it, bro.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to get up there with you. Man. You done surpassed me. I remember when you first came online, and you had maybe a couple hundred followers, man. I blinked. Your joint said 100K. I like, damn. I said it was a year?
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 5 and I'm still at 50K.
Every single day. But like you said with waves, man, it's the same thing with content now. Mm-hmm. It's like people feel like they're going to wake up and just blink an eye. But what people don't realize is it only takes one video. Mm-hmm. It only takes one. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said with your products and stuff like that. It only took let down. It took, people telling you no to get you to where you are now. But if you would have just stopped and just settled and been like, "Hey, I just wait for a handout,"
it wouldn't have never
happened. It would have never happened. Yeah. It would have never happened. So it's the same thing with content creating, man. It's just sometimes you don't feel like doing it,
Yeah.
But the moment you stop doing it, like, hey, somebody else gonna surpass you.
Yeah, because somebody else grind, they hungry.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely, it's always waiting. Even people that don't support you, man, they go to your page every single day.
Yeah.
They go to your page every single day. They'll never like.
Yeah.
They'll never follow.
They're just watching you.
They're just watching you.
Yeah.
And that's the
wild.
craziest thing. It's
weird.
Truth.
It's easy to just double tap and just
It's
keep it
free.
moving.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
It is seriously priceless to support.
Mm-hmm.
But people won't do it. You know
They
what I'm
won't.
saying? They'll watch you all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still spinning. He still got that little Wave product.
Yeah. I had a I'm not gonna say friend because I don't think we're on that friendship level anymore. But at one point in time we were friends.
Yeah.
I had an associate, man, who said, "Hey bro, you know, I seen all your video, you doing it with the thing." I'm like, how you seen all that? Cause I never see you on my posts.
Yeah.
So support to me is liking, sharing, or
free.
words of encouragement.
Right. That's it.
Like you don't have to buy anything because I realize the product isn't for everybody. I'm cool with that because I found my target audience. And that's a big thing. When folks start a business, they only focus on friends and family. You know what I'm saying? They never really get off their lazy tail to go find a target audience.
Right.
There's somebody out there that want what you got. You just gotta find it. And yeah, he said, "Yo, I see your stuff all the time, and Master P, like you said, and this celebrity and this." I'm like, "But I don't see you though. Like, where you
It
at?"
takes 2 seconds to say, "Hey, man, keep going."
Yeah, like this is that's mind blowing. But I'm like, hey, it is what it is. So can't focus on that. Words of advice for anybody starting a business: when you do start it, friends and family is a good starting place. But don't focus on them. Find your target audience. And when they don't support, do not write no Facebook post saying how people not supporting you. You giving them a reason not to support you. So they already like, I ain't about support or whatever.
Yeah.
Now they have a legit reason. Oh, look what they posting.
Right.
They must be talking about me because I'm their friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people ain't dumb.
Yeah.
You know, so
Subliminals, man.
don't put it. Do not write that post.
Yeah.
I did it. I've done it before. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it, but not since this. This was like the third business. Yeah, but how can I blame them? Every time I turn around, I started another business. They're like, bro, what happened to the photography? The money wasn't coming fast enough. Just focus on the money. And then the travel, and then people not wanting to pay the price. Like, I'm like,
man, some people scared to niche down.
Yeah.
Like, same thing with me, man. Like, I'm still a photographer, videographer, but you have to sometimes fail. Like, I'm cool with failure. Like, I've got a realization, like, hey, man, I'm cool with it. Like, if I gotta fail to prevail, hey, cool. Right. At least I can say I tried.
Right.
It might not work out the first time, but at least I can say and look back at me like, man, I actually tried.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
tried.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same with you, man. Like you said, you had a lot of different endeavors. And what you thought was going to be your purpose wasn't your purpose.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because you still learned the new trade. You still, found what worked. But you had to fail some.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even call it failure.
Right.
You just learned the lesson.
And not only that, like, I believe everything I went through helped me to where I'm at now. Yeah. You know, believe it or not, rapping, putting words together to capture folks' attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The graphic design, taking pictures, understanding that grid. Like, I needed everything that I went through so I can get here.
Absolutely.
So it all worked out.
Everything will align in time, but it's going to take some trial and error.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, proud of you too, bro. Likewise.
It was an honor having you here today.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Sylus. How you say your last name?
Maudlin.
I was going to say that. Maudlin, Mr. Wavy, man. Make sure y'all go and support and get some of these products, man. It's not just great products, but it's a great owner also. And, definitely having him here today makes me want to go get some more face cream because, brother, the stuff that you gave me, dog.
Yeah.
And bring the product a little closer.
Yeah.
Show them what you got, man.
Okay, so it's the ultimate elite box.
Like sit it up.
Sit it up.
Yes, you can.
Like that.
Oh man, it's kind of busted a little bit. Y'all got a
That's
ring.
That's fine, man. This table from Walmart is going back.
All right.
Bring it close to the camera. So the
Absolutely, man. You mind if I smell some of this?
Yeah, go ahead. That's mango infused. This one right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it smells good. And I was like, hey, can't hold it like in front of the camera. Like talk about what you got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tell you probably.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jeez.
So right here, this the butter moisturizer, lemon drink. It locks in moisture, gives dull, dry hair softness and shine and manageability. Smells great. You smell that.
Mighty God.
Yes, sir.
That smells like a something in a candy store.
So you might see white and you be like, man, I don't want all that white stuff in my head. When you put it in your hand, it breaks up into oil.
Yeah.
But it's good for, you can use it on your beard, you can use it on your hair. You don't have to have waves to utilize these products.
Wow.
You know, if your kid got some rough head, some rough hair, this the one right here.
Wow.
You know, you want to get the hydration pack. So the hydration pack comes with, you know, the shampoo, conditioner,
Yeah.
the butter moisturizer that I just showed you, and then a hair growth oil.
Okay.
So this is red velvet hair growth oil.
That real velvet hit. That's the one you sent to me that time, bro. And man, when I say that joker smell good.
All clear. So one thing about a product, what I've learned over the years, you can see straight through it.
Yeah.
That's a good product. All natural.
Wow. It's a science to this, man.
It is, man.
Like,
so I
that's
learned, like I said, I'm no chemist
Right.
or nothing like that. I've learned and researched and educated myself and watched and talked to other chemists.
Right.
Because I do now. So when you first start a product, you know, of course, you know, however you get your ingredients and doing what you're doing, it's going to need some tweaking over time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's when you continue to network. I found the chemist, which is now my fulfillment center. So, you know, I done grown so much now, I do 50K a month. So I need a lot more help. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much I can whip out myself at the house.
All right, what's the cake, Jim? What's that?
Oh, okay. So this is a shampoo bar.
Okay.
Wow.
This you might see these on all my video. Well, you will. So I used to utilize the shampoo. I used to put it in my hair and then brush my hair. And you can still do the same thing, but I utilize a shampoo bar. The lather is crazy. It doesn't take much and it gets real thick. You know, so looks like soap. You can also utilize it on your body as well.
Wow.
Nice.
And then the turmeric bar is for the face.
Yeah, I like that one too.
You know,
Nice.
I got something for everybody. You know, people be like I said, these are natural hair care products, but people think they're wave products. So they be like, oh, I ain't got waves. Okay, that's cool. I see you got a beard. I got beard product.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to cut all this. Okay, I got skin products. I got something for your face.
I have my options, bro.
Oh, you got locks. I got a lock cap. You know, long bonnets. I got everything. So
having options.
got plenty options on there.
That turmeric bar has my skin, bro. I can't lie. Like, that's good stuff. Like, that turmeric bar is it.
Yeah.
Smell good. Like, but this shampoo.
Yeah, that's the one. So you can keep this stuff. You're gonna have to wipe that down. I don't know what happened in the box.
Nah, you good, man. I'm just basking the ambiance of that right there. Mighty God.
Yeah. So
man. Well, there we have it. We got Mr. 26.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
It's an honor to have you here today, man.
Likewise.
And like I told y'all, man, this is the future right here.
Yeah.
This is the future, not just because of the products, but just because of the customer service, just because of the, you know, work and dedication and consistency that he puts in, man. I pray nothing but success for you, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing but success, man. And it's gonna be great that you just stick with it. Through the nose, through the, you know, the adversity, stick with it, man.
Yeah.
Stick with it, bro.
Appreciate you.
No problem, man.
All right.
No problem, bro.